Man, everything feels just a little off. Let's win and go home.
You know what? Probably is us. Just
Run up the
top
camera.
right there.
Zero. Okay. Power. Someone else will take care of it.
Sweet. Good work, team.
Y'all have some pickleball this
Yeah,
weekend?
they must have seen a lot. I have this sore. It's not like you're getting physical anyway. Come on. Faster. Not one.
3 rebounds in 4 games. Not a few rebounds.
Yeah, I don't miss anyways, so.
What's up, MP?
All right, baby. Let's get down.
Tear it up.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. And a quick look at some of the numbers for R.J. Barrett.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
And now the Lakers starting group. On the block, it's Vanderbilt and Davis. Austin Reeves out there with Simmons. And it's Connect in at the 3, the small forward. And for Toronto, in at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Then there's Emmanuel Quickly. Then there's Pirtle. And it's Shed in at the point. And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
So, Toronto wins the tip. Outside, Barrett. The 3 from Barnes. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Sometimes it's just that easy. They get Barnes the ball, and he gets that smooth J off.
Here's Simmons. Cans the 12-footer.
A little mid-ranger is going to be an easy shot for him when he's got that much of a size advantage.
Pass to Shed. And here is Pirtle. Now Barnes. This one for 3. Simmons pulls it in. "11 feet away. It's hauled in by the Raptors. We're about 1 minute into the first. And Barrett slams it in.
And Barrett will give you these kind of flashes. He got up that time.
A 3 from Simmons. And he's good on the 3 ball. Simmons got 5 now.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Barnes. His last outing, 16 points for him. And it's Shed missing. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Simmons inside. Turned in an outstanding game against Denver.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Shed. 12 points his last outing. For 3, Barrett. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Simmons. Up and in for the basket, number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Shooting 4 or 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel good.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
I briefly spoke with Jamal Mosley. Now, when asked about the game plan on Anthony Davis, coach said, we have to do our best to keep him out of the paint. Now, that's where he's most effective. If he beats us with his jump shot, well, we can live with that. Interior defense will be put to the test. Guys?
Thank you, David. Raptors trail by 4. A 3 from Barnes. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 6.
Every year, Scotty Barnes looking increasingly comfortable shooting from the perimeter.
Simmons looking around. Pass to connect. Wide open shot is on the money.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now, here's Barrett. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. Launches it. And Davis pulls it down.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Simmons can't get it to go.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one. One player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Davis inside, defended by Pirtle. And that one's good by Davis.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
On the wing, Barnes. Onside, Barrett. Drills the three-pointer. Barrett's got 5.
Now, Barrett had some time to focus there, and he made that one count.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. So both teams making some changes here. And with plenty of games still ahead, here's a quick rundown of the power rankings thus far. Take a look at the Cavaliers. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when you look at the Lakers, they believed they were the best team entering the year.
Quickly, he's checked in for the Raptors. The Lakers also making some changes. Waters is checked in, and it's Connect in for Austin Reeves. For Los Angeles, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Herbert Jones is out there with Simmons. Then it's Connect. And it's Bassey in at the 5, roaming the paint. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. It's Pippen on the wing. Guarded by Simmons. Puts the move on. Rebounded by the Lakers. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now a 6-point Laker lead.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Pippen with a wide open look. No good on the triple. And it's Jones with the ball for the Lakers. Simmons with it. 13 points in the game. Over quickly. No good from Simmons.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
The first free throw is good.
And for fans who follow year after year, it's so great to watch development in this league. Herbert Jones has a great build, a good defensive instinct set, and is growing on offense. This is a development guy.
Pirtle, he is checked in for the Raptors. Scotty Barnes comes in for Quickly. And so Jones nails both of them.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the
quarter. David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Cowboy in that last game against Denver delivered quite a performance. He dropped in 55 points, and he reached that total with some superb shooting from deep. Those were video game numbers he put up in that last game. Boy, it had the league abuzz. We'll see what he's got in store tonight. Kevin?
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Open for three. The Lakers with the rebound. Davis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Simmons against Pippen. No good from Simmons. Raptors trail by 9. For Jakob Poeltl, his parents paved the way for him to become a professional athlete. And I'd say, Brent, they did a good job.
Well, it's a good point, Kevin. They were doing some blocking of their own, just not basketballs like Jakob does. Both of his parents members of the Austrian national volleyball teams, and building some roofs on some people trying to put down a few slams.
Kicks it out to Jones. Back to Simmons. Just 5 on the clock. The 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Some changes for the Lakers. Connect comes in for Christie. And it's Austin Reeves in for Jones. .135 left in the first half. Quickly against Reeves. Pass to Poeltl to the middle. Releases. Barnes can't get it to go.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look. Great work by the team there to find AD. They make eye contact, and the rest of that is history.
Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Nuggets.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, the interesting part was they kept firing away in that game, but the defense didn't make much of an adjustment.
Simmons left side. 41 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Vanderbilt the pass to Simmons. 4 on the shot clock. And he comes up with the deuce. Simmons got the lead up to 13 now for the Lakers.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
Outside Barrett. quickly finds Pirtle to stop the run, and Davis sends it back.
Look at the defense on display there from Davis. Lines up the shot, and with perfect timing, swats it away.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Here's Shed. Still yet to score. Outside, Simmons. And it's good for 2. And the Lakers lead by 15. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We'll return shortly.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight, everything, and I mean everything, is working well for the Los Angeles Lakers.
A key part of this one, their bench production. Those guys can heat it up in a hurry. Give the starters a little rest. Can't ask for more.
All right, guys, let's move on and see the latest injury. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
Yeah, and I don't know if anybody saw this offense coming from him, but it's been key for his team.
Yeah, and I'm not sure coming into this game he felt like he could dominate in the way he's doing so now. Been phenomenal.
Lakers leading by 15. Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Then there's Emmanuel quickly. Then it's Barrett, and it's Shed in at the 1. That's the group starting the second half for Jamal Mosley. Barnes can't get it to go. And Reeves has got the ball here for Los Angeles. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Here's Vanderbilt. Hasn't made one yet. Simmons. That one goes. Count it. Simmons got the first basket of the third quarter for the Lakers.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Pass to Pirtle. Outside, Barrett jacks up a 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Barrett's got his third bucket of the night.
And a really good focus from RJ there. I think that improves his percentages.
Simmons inside. 22 points for him. Raptors trail by 14. Here's Shed. A three-pointer off the mark. LA has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Here's Simmons. That's short off the rim.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Barnes outside. Pass to Pirtle. Here's Shed. Kept alive. Barrett kicks to quickly. It's up a 3. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Pirtle. That is his first foul of the game. Lakers leading by 14. Reeves outside. Pass to Simmons. Connect with it. Davis dishes to Simmons. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Simmons missing again.
He's getting good looks on the floor, but he simply cannot bury anything right now. He's got to stay confident, though, because everyone knows he can hit those shots.
Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. Do you think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
And he makes the first.
Well, an all-star in year 3, Scotty Barnes, has been an immediate impact player. That is not easy to do.
So he gets them both. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. A look at the Lakers. They've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up.
And when I look at the Lakers, with the regular season they've enjoyed, it has to be wondered at this point if they're the team to beat this postseason.
And that one's good. Simmons.
And how aggressive has he been on the offensive end? Over half the team's points have been his.
And here's Barnes for 3. And rebounded by Connect.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Simmons against quickly. Davis gets a wide open look. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Davis has got 7.
You can see the work Davis has put in to make sure that that 3 ball continues to be a part of his game.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
Lakers leading by 16. Outside, Simmons. Pass to Vanderbilt. Davis kicks to Vanderbilt. And here's Simmons for 3. Trains the three-pointer. Simmons got a pair of threes now here in the third for Los Angeles.
In a row.
Here's Shed. That one doesn't drop. Simmons with the defensive effort.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
And Simmons slams it in.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Lets the 3 fly. Shed, that's good. Shed's got his second basket of the game.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
You know, whether he's coming off the bench or Brent starting, Emmanuel quickly can score.
IQ is something else. I mean, he finished second in the 6th Man of the Year voting in one season. And he's capable of putting up 30 as a starter or as a reserve. But it's a unique perspective to sit on that bench, watch the flow of the game, and come in and be impactful. IQ does that.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Well, a great rebounding small forward can give any team an X factor. Let's look at a few guys who have been playing that role over the course of the last month. Number 1, R.J. Barrett.
There are plenty of above-average rebounders at his position.
He's checked in for R.J. Barrett. Christie's checked in for the Lakers. Simmons comes in for Austin Reeves. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
I was able to listen in on what Jamal Mosley was going over with his team. He was disappointed in the shot selection. He told them, stay patient, run the offense, make the extra pass. You don't have to make up the deficit all at once. We'll see if they start shooting a little better. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Lakers.
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
Well, looking at the stat sheet, I could just see here tonight sharing the basketball. The stat that comes up most is assists. So sometimes you have to look for your teammate. That makes things happen. They've done it.
That's good from Simmons. Raptors trail by 14. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Simmons. Jones is out there with Christie. Then it's Russell. And it's Bassey in at the center, locking down the middle.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Pass to Simmons. Launches a three. Rebound by the Raptors. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. And here is McDaniels. Defended by Jones. A shot by McDaniels, no good. Los Angeles leading by 14. Here's Russell. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists in the game. The Raptors have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Pass to Mobo. McDaniels in the post. Defended by Christie. A nice shot by McDaniels. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Outside, Simmons. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And here's Pippen. Pass to Mobo. Here's Abaji. Into the lane. And he jams it with authority.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope. His only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately. And it's a completely new group for Toronto. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. And here's Simmons for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Simmons got 38 points.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Here's Quickly. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Vanderbilt's got 4 rebounds in this game. Reeves the pass to Simmons. Fires the 3. And yep, another basket.
And what a night he's having. Piling up the points and making some history in the process.
That's right. He broke the tie. And now stands alone for third most 40-point games in NBA history.
And to overtake the great Kobe Bryant, one of the coldest, skillful scorers to ever lace him up, that is mighty impressive.
And that one drops. Simmons got 43 points.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Pass to Barnes. Will it go? And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Right side, Simmons. Elbow shot is on the way. Again, the Lakers.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. And it's quickly missing. LA has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Los Angeles.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And on the year, looking at their record, this game will make it 49 wins.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Cowboy.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And that one, good.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Wesley misses, and the dry spell continues. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Now, here's Pippen. He's guarded closely. So it's Los Angeles. Final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Okay, then. That's how we stand on business.
Solid effort tonight on both ends.